Hello everyone and welcome to another class of Ancient Indian History. Today, as the heading suggests, we are going to talk about the later Vedic economy. If you remember, we had discussed the economy in the Rig Vedic age. We called it pastoralist, and since people had a nomadic lifestyle, they did not take up agriculture in a very primary way. But in later Vedic age, things changed. So when we talk about later Vedic age, we usually talk about an era which began from 1000 BCE and it continued till 500 BCE. What happened in later Vedic age? Basically, the biggest invention was discovery of iron. So when you talk about later Vedic age, students, please remember there was the discovery of iron. So, sign of iron being used has been derived from Turkmenistan, somewhere around 1100 BCE. The discovery of iron in Turkmenistan suggests that iron must have come to the subcontinent as well. Iron brought a major change economically. What was this change? Remember, iron is a more sturdy or stable or strong metal than bronze or copper. As such, iron made it possible for people to cultivate more and more land and clear jungle with stronger weapon and tools in their hand. What does happen after that? Romila Thapar suggests that iron made agriculture possible. As such, more and more people took up agriculture. So, by the time we come to later Vedic age, in agriculture also we see lot of change. The later Vedic age literature gives lot of words which are associated with agriculture. We find words such as krishi, that is of course agriculture. We find words such as sita, which is an unplowed land. We find word like Langala. And then there are measures in many Brahmanas. We also read about irrigation facility which was available to the farmers. So, this suggests that agriculture had become a more important activity, economic activity than pastoralism. So, we can say that society adopted agriculture as a primary economic activity. Similarly, when agriculture became primary economic activity, we also read about different wheat, Yava for that matter. We come to read about Yava, that is the cereal which was cultivated during later Vedic time. We also come to read about Dhanya Bija, which was the crop which was sown during the harvest season. We further read that instead of cultivating land once, the farmers started cultivating land twice in a year, which suggests that agriculture might have given a boost to the economy as well. With the coming of iron, different type of occupation also developed. Now, iron was given the name of Loh Ayas, and with the introduction of iron, various occupations came up and we come to know about Kiratas, who were basically traders. With the growth of agriculture, there was obviously cultivation of surplus, there was production of surplus, means people not only used what they cultivated in land for their own self, but now there was enough food which could be traded in the market. This gave boost to trade as well. So, in the later Vedic age, we see growth of trade and commerce. We also have evidences of granaries to suggest that there was obviously abundance of agricultural surplus, but along with that we also come across a word called Gahapatis. Now by the time we come to later Vedic age, the society was not only divided into small peasants or farmers, but we see growth of large landlords or people who owned large acre of land. Such people were called Gahapatis. So, the class of Gahapatis were formed, or we see the growth of Gahapatis. Similarly, at this time we also see that due to proliferation of occupation, because iron was invented, obviously a new kind of job called the job of ironsmith must have been introduced in the society. With the invention of iron, new land were colonized, Aryanized. As such, army needed lot of weapon. So, blacksmith was a very important person in the society, but at the same time leather was also important. So, new jatis or subcaste also came into the society who were taking up new kind of job. In the later Vedic age, we already know that there was growth of Varna system or solidification of Varna system, but at the same time there was not just Varna system, but there was growth of subcaste or jatis. Subcaste or jatis based on occupation is also one of the important development during later Vedic age. But how does this affected the economy? It gave an impetus to various industries. It gave impetus to various industries because there were many subcastes specifically created to work for a particular industry like Chandelas and Shabras. So, those people, those caste of people basically worked in leather, or they went for hunting and procured leather. So, this is all about later Vedic age economy. Hope this class was helpful for you for your understanding.